In a world filled with struggles and challenges, one of the greatest freedom movements in modern history emerged. This is the story of a nation that fought against one of the mightiest empires with unparalleled sacrifice, patience, and courage. It's the story of the Indian independence movement. After the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the British East India Company became the dominant force in India. The British exploited India's resources and imposed harsh economic policies, impoverishing the population. This exploitation fueled widespread resentment among Indians. In 1857, the Great Rebellion began, led by Indian soldiers, sepoys. Although the uprising was crushed militarily, it sowed the seeds of Indian nationalism. The Indian National Congress was established as a platform to discuss India's issues and demand political reforms in 1885. Initially advocating for gradual reforms, the Congress eventually pushed for complete independence. Gandhi returned to India in 1915 after his successful campaigns in South Africa. He led movements of civil disobedience and economic boycotts against British goods. In 1920, Gandhi launched a massive non-cooperation movement, urging Indians to boycott British schools, courts, and products. The movement peaked with the Salt March in 1930, where Gandhi walked 240 miles to protest the British salt tax. Other leaders played crucial roles too. Jawaharlal Nehru focused on building a modern, independent vision for India, while Subhash Chandra Bose formed the Indian National Army and sought international support for India's liberation. During World War II, the British promised reforms in exchange for India's support, but failed to deliver. This led to intensified protests, including the Quit India movement of 1942. Growing tensions between Hindus and Muslims culminated in the partition of India into two nations. India finally gained independence on August 15, 1947, but the partition resulted in mass migrations and violent communal riots, with thousands killed. And so, a journey of centuries filled with struggles and sacrifices came to an end. India's independence was not just a political milestone, but a lesson to the world about the power of will and sacrifice. As the world moves forward, this story remains an eternal inspiration for generations to come.